So as you probably figured out, I did have another glitch happen with my game here. However, it looks like I did make up for a little bit of some better time on this particular area. I still don't know that I'm necessarily gonna get the parts in time, but it looks like I might be able to get them, at least if nothing else, a little bit closer. I am 5 short on red to be able to carry both parts at the same time. But once I get the one past the red, or like past the fire, then I can work towards getting the other one past the fire, and then we'll worry about it after that. I'm gonna do this real quick until the other guys get through. Once they get past me, I will separate my Pikmin again till we get past the fire, and then come back and grab the other piece. Now, I'm also still trying to upload some of the parts onto here, onto YouTube. I'm having a little bit of some difficulties with that as well. For some reason, my YouTube isn't wanting to upload them as fast as I would like. But I mean, that's okay. So it doesn't look like I'm going to get them to the ship in time, but if nothing else, I should be able to get them at least out of the flame to where we don't have to worry about them anymore. I do want to let them get a little bit ahead, because I am going to try and do the C to keep these guys against the wall, but that doesn't mean that they'll necessarily not want to help. So we gotta try and stay a little bit of a distance behind. Well, it doesn't look like I'll make it to the ship. I still should at least be able to get them closer, so where I don't have to travel as far, and then the next day I can probably get a couple more, like I had discussed in the last video. Which way are you guys going? And see, as I predicted, they're not going to go the way they're supposed to. Oh wait, yeah, they are. It just took them a second. So I gotta remember 15 and 20. Not that it matters, because I'm gonna do another couple tomorrow that are gonna be blue based, if I remember correctly. So now, because of that, I'm now only 1 day ahead. So now I need to really step up my game right now. I will be right back. I'm quickly going to run and check on my child. She's down for a nap. Apparently she wasn't asleep yet, but she was at least calmed down enough to where she was able to relax. Now, what I was talking about when I said the water parts, because you got those two that we left behind, was these two. That one you don't necessarily need blue, but it's just easier since you're so close to the blue right here. So we'll just, for right now, that's a little excessive. We'll work on some stuff. They can work on this fence down here, because that's going to lead us right to the other two parts that we need. And then start working towards getting those. They're going to work on this while I have another 35 go get the other parts. And now obviously this video is going to have to be a little bit longer now too, due to the glitch that we had. Now I'm going to hurry back to my blues. Just so that if they do finish the bridge, I'm right there, because there is an elephant down at the bottom. And they were quicker on that than I thought they would be. Oh, it's this one, that's why. Okay, I was like, I know there's elephants at the bottom of the bridge. It's this bridge, not that one. So once they open up the bridges, I'm going to bring the red down to knock out all these elephants. And then actually the red might be able to get the one part that's off that one bridge, but they're not going to be able to get the water one, obviously. We just gotta hope these elephants don't try to attack them while they're working on the bridge, because if they do, then I'm gonna have to get the reds to finish the bridge. This bridge is pretty short though, so they should be able to pull it off. And just have you all hang out right here for a minute. As you can see, we got the frog over here. He's not too far from everything. Now we're gonna try here and see. They're supposed to want to work on the bridge, but as you can see, I can only get the one interested. This is getting very frustrating. And actually, while they're doing that, I'm gonna find my blues. I can remember where I put them, so I can get that frog a little bit farther away and get him killed. Even though that elephant's there, because I can dodge the elephant, I cannot dodge the frog. So we're gonna have this frog come over here to get a little bit further away from the elephant. Oops. Okay, he apparently smashed 4. It did not look like that at all, but whatever. Okay. I'm gonna kind of go to the side here real quick. Have the red. Get this elephant guy. And then we'll focus on getting those parts. They're obviously beyond obsessed with the grass. As you can tell, they always go for it. Doesn't matter if I tell them not to or anything. So we will have the reds focus on getting this up to safety. And then while they do that, you will have the blues. Okay, I know you can fit on there. Just being lazy. We will multitask here to kill some time. Trying to figure out where the part is. It's back there. The sucky part is I'm pretty sure I need 40 blues to carry it. Ah! Sorry, dude. Well, that sucked. You definitely have to time it right with these frogs in order to not kill them. As you can see, I'm not very good with that. But that's the only way to strategically get them killed without losing any of your Pikmin, is to try and time it before he jumps. And you also want to throw them on its back, not on its side, because he can still potentially crush them if they're on the side. Damn, they got there quick. I actually kind of forgot about them, but, you know, it's fine. Yeah, I thought so. I'm gonna have to go get some more guys real quick. I'll just straight up put the red away and then pull out as many blue as I can, because they can grab all the enemies and get them closer to the ship. So that we can maybe try and make some more guys if we've got time. But as you saw, I'm about to pull off getting 4 parts in one day, which is going to help me catch up from what I messed up on the day before. And actually, no, I'm not going to worry too much about... I'm trying to think. I'm not going to worry about the extra colors, but I am going to worry about getting enough guys to carry that shit piece back. If I have time after they get the piece, then I will worry about that. Because they're all still pretty even with each other. Where are we going? Boy. Well, there's your problem there. You're trying to go to the wrong spot. Got them in the way. So then on day 14, my goal will be to get these final two right here. Both of which are kind of difficult, so they may get their own days amongst each. Because this one right here, you got right here, is the spider, and then this one back here is your mushroom. Neither one is difficult, but getting access to them is the difficult part because you gotta open up the gates, and I haven't completely opened them all up, as you can tell. So I will need the yellows to be able to open those up. And see, just from that day alone, I got myself from 1 day ahead to 4 days ahead, just from grabbing those 4 parts. And now if I can get myself these 2 parts in the same day, which I doubt, I could get myself 5 days ahead, which is like, I think, the record as far as, well, no, actually, I'll take that back, because the other day I did come across a video where someone beat this entire game in 9 days. How? I'm not so sure. But I do know that it clearly is possible. Other than that, the soonest I've ever seen someone make it to the final world is I think like 24, day 24 out of 30 or 25. So we're gonna use these rocks to get the last of the gates open. Well, I shouldn't say that, because I do have a gate that I didn't completely open, but I got all but a little bit. But I do have to prioritize here, and I have to use this to open one of the gates that gets me towards the spider, since that is most important. And then for the spider, you're going to want to use your yellows, because they jump the highest. You don't want to bring too many. You don't need 100. I've learned that over the years. You don't need 100 Pikmin. Your best bet is to take about, say, 30, where it's not a bunch, because you got to watch out for its feet, because the feet do have the crushability. So ideally you only want to take about 30, because that you can still kind of control them with the C-stick to where they're not getting crushed by the feet. But then you have enough that if you throw them all onto the belly at the same time, you get a really good amount of damage in one hit before he shakes them off. Now with the mushroom, you are going to want to have about probably 30 to 40 red, if I can remember correctly. It all depends on how big the parts are. That's the part I don't remember. But I do know that you need yellow for the spider and red for the mushroom. And I say red for the mushroom because not so much that the red is safer with the mushroom, because it's not. But with your reds, you have a giant flame path all the way down to the mushroom. And so they're the only ones that can get to and from the mushroom safely once the part is recovered. There is also, I do remember this from the last time I played, there is one of those frogs inside that room. And you don't need the blue to fight the frogs. You just need, you can use any color, it's just that you typically will see them in water. But with this particular area of the world, they are not underwater. They are just simply there. Now, yeah, I knew there was some of these dudes here. Well, that was messed up. So as you can see, there are some flames here too. However, there ain't much you can do about that. All you can do is get your yellow rocks, have them open up the gate, get the part recovered, and then use the red to bring the part back. So, that's what we will be doing here. Should we be able to do it in enough time. I was trying to look and see if there was another way I could go, which it looks like there actually is. I mean, you do kind of want to get this gate opened. However, you do have to account for your time. I need one more, yeah. There you go. Oh, Jesus, there's a bunch of them. I woke them, so now I have no choice but to kill them, because if I don't, they will come back. And I'm not obviously very good at getting them killed off. Well, that was not okay. We may have to make some more yellows. Which I guess that guy's already 1,000 steps ahead with me. Because they're getting all killed off here, so we'll take the bugs. No. And then I will take the rest of my guys and use them to go get the rocks. I don't think I'll need all 12. But I know there is some rocks back here that they can use to open up to the spider. And then we will worry about getting the gate open afterwards. Also, fun tip, in case for those of you that may not know this, you actually can use these boulders also on the wooden bridges. You don't typically, or not bridges, the gates. You don't typically see that being done, but you can, and it does actually kind of, not so much with the black gates, but it does take some of that time off. So if there should there be any extra rocks after I go through all this, I will gladly be doing that. Using any of the extras on that black fence that they were trying to completely knock out. Oh. I didn't know there was more of these guys here. That is my bad for not paying that much attention. Dude, watch where you're running. Oh, I guess this is gonna go make it a lot faster. I actually didn't even know that. Well, now you know. But yes, you can use them on the wooden gates. Normally, it does not go as fast as it did. So we got that. We're gonna go back and get the rest of our yellows so we can go work on killing that spider, even if we don't even get the part in time. We should be able to get that part. It's the mushroom that I'm not so sure about. But we will see. Oh, it's right here. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, I have a loose yellow somewhere, but I don't know where. So like I said, we're going to only do about 30 of these yellows to battle that spider. Because you don't want to have too many. And then once they kill the spider, I will bring them back and get the reds to carry the part back. And once they're done carrying the part back, we will head our ways to that mushroom guy to get the rest of that. Just doing a head count here. Okay. Got this guy right here that's trying to hold up everybody. Now, I'm going to hold them back here. I always go by myself to get the spider to come out because you never know where he's going to land. And I've had many times where he's landed and then landed on top of my guys and gotten them killed. He's a lot faster in this one than he was in the second one. Holy moly. So you always want to wait until he drops his belly to throw them. So that's when they're going to do the best as far as damage. Don't let them attack the feet like they just did. As you can see, one of them got squished for doing that. They're going to keep trying, so you gotta be really careful with your C-stick here. Why is he hanging out over here on the edge? You don't want them to attack the feet because they will get crushed. It's just unavoidable. Should they decide to attack the feet. But it's like you have to use the C-stick in order to keep them from getting stepped on, while also trying to keep them from attacking the feet. Now, if I have enough of them, I'm going to try and use them to, oops, sorry about that. I'm going to try and use them to, carry this part back, part of the way at least, until they can get it by the fire, and then once it's by the fire, I will dismiss them. Yeah, I will dismiss them and get the reds. It doesn't look like I'll have time to go to the mushroom, but I will at least have time to try and get this part up there. So now you call your yellows back, get them away from the flame. And it should be, I believe, about 30 max on that part. So we're going to pull out 30 red to see if they can get it up there as quick as humanly possible. And of course. It is almost sundown, but we are going to still try and get this part up as quick as we can. If you should you not be able to get it up there in time, I wouldn't worry too much. Because like I've said, you can get it closer and then we can still aim for getting the second part. Because it won't go back into the spider. And that's going to be that video, and the rest will be on the next one. Thank you for watching.